faster than it should be. So let's say what you said, you can check your pulse. If your pulse is going faster than it should be, you can maybe, and if it happens a lot of times, you can maybe talk to your GP about it, or ask them if they can do a check for your heart if everything is fine. And irritability is maybe if everything you get irritated, or maybe everything gets you mad, or you easily get sad. There are some few symptoms about stress with the behavior. Yes.
And problems with their mental health. Those people are the ones that ik ga Nederlands doen, dan gaat ze vertalen. Sommige mensen... Oh ja. Ja, maar ik ga Nederlands doen. De mensen die altijd mentale problemen hebben, zijn meestal de mensen die moeite hebben met leren op school of studeren, ook moeilijk hebben met contact maken met, soms ook moeilijk met werk en andere dingen, waardoor je soms geïrriteerd wordt tegen de mensen om je heen. Het kan ook zorgen voor depressie en dat je dan verslaafd raakt aan bepaalde dingen die niet gezond zijn voor je lichaam. En dat kan dus ook leiden tot de fysieke gezondheid. Dus als je bijvoorbeeld depressed wordt of verslaafd wordt aan dingen die niet goed zijn voor je lichaam, kan leiden tot ziektes, problemen in je hersenen, hartinfarcten en nog meer andere problemen. Dus dat een beetje. En als het gaat om relaties, dan heeft het mee te maken met niet relaties als in je vriend, maar ik bedoel relatie als in met je vader, met je moeder, familie, school, je juffrouw, bijvoorbeeld je baas op werk. Dat als je stress hebt en dat het effect heeft op je mentaliteit, dat je dan ook effect gaat hebben met de relatie tussen je mensen om je omgeving. En dat kan dus zorgen dat je bijvoorbeeld wordt weggehaald van je opleiding, of van je werk of school. Ja.
Stress never had a way down to maybe ama actually why bebre and I know my bebre possible I don't know. It's not in your call consequences of stress. And our physical health problems near to say like who are now or take drugs and I've been to like physically or yeah down and I say be a man on looking healthy and I say drugs and I say alcohol no man yeah basa cancer. And our relationship problems to say be with your family be because of stress and good contact and I say how I to me help you normally and to me say the why stress no we down with our relationship and be a human
sometimes yeah do my bro so make us why we tired busy yeah
it's me cause it my consequences of stress no yeah meaning I consequences of stress yeah
How to cope with stress. Nou, ik ga weer in het Nederlands doen. Ja, hoe je om kan or doing something you like. Yeah, reduce screen time. Like sometimes the stress comes from your phone, going online, seeing bad news or things. And sleep well. You have to sleep well. You need to get enough sleep. You have to sleep a minimum of 8 hours a day. So don't oversleep. If you oversleep, you'll be tired the whole day. You feel weak and stuff. And yeah, if you have stress, you need to talk to someone. Find someone to talk to. And when I say this, I don't mean that you have to talk about your problem to everybody because you can't trust everybody in this way. You need to just find someone close to you that you know that you can trust and talk about your problems with them. You can do some breathing exercises to calm your heart down and yeah, something like that.
I say we are all going for a walk area and for your 15 minutes enough. And I say we are walk or bit my exercise kit to every for 10 minutes. And as I said, they were kind of reduce screen time. If say go online or she share nyoma bebre na Google nyoma na mountain ebu ha more stress nti me try say me ebu ha nyoma bu ha e betimi dia koye GP no. If say Google nyoma ni bu ha e ma more stress than to say bia ko GP the GP no be catch GP and has that. And yen sleepy enough for penny for maximum I'll better between 7 to 8 hours per night and a phone cry around 8 to 12 hours. And you say sleepy too much and you say down so less as I say in between. And to say bit so be our stress, how bit me or be I say with you can say youth for your bit me your parents. And I just sometimes it why your parents no more say I say into our house arts no more your friend your therapist for youth amount for NT. Ubetimi akọ GP no na ubetimi saa nipa kona kasa about ebi anyoma go through and ebi new parents and so a good relationship may recommend this ubetimi new parents kasa about nyoma ekoso life. And deep breath no say you say or some ebi I say moments where you say what say you stress and I will go through bibia utimi hold your breath no for like 5 minutes 5 seconds sorry 5 seconds no they like hold your breath now for shoulders no so crossroad into leave your breath no so I know I'm an buffer for pass about 3 times I'll be who's a difference be or heart beat in a bed go is slower than it should. It's a your stress now go faster than normal pulse. Yeah. Normal. No? Not what's that? As we make it things. Oh, you can say something if you think it's normal.
It's stress.
Addictive.
Yeah.
Because at the GP there are a few medicines you can take to make the stress low, but with a long term I would say it's very addictive. For a long term, because there are some people with chronic stress and they have to take medicine for their whole life. So I wouldn't recommend that.
Always learn how to cope with it. And I also think not all stress is bad. You have good stress because sometimes you do have to think about certain things. So yeah.
Yeah, he needs to do this. Still funny with stress. Dat je gewoon echt de elke keer gaat gewoon stressen over bepaalde dingen. Dan is het gewoon echt misschien voor long term niet zo big. Dus dan wel.
For exams, I want to write my exams. So you are stressed, learning, preparing towards your exams. Is that a good one you are talking about?
Well, I wouldn't say learning for an exam is exams and will be released. So it's a
we
good
say
stress.
that is a good
It's
stress,
a good stress
because you are
You're
pressing
working on
hard.
it, yeah.
You are always stressing yourself. Let me get to this.
Yeah.
I want to finish reading this book. So it's for some time. It's not
Yeah.
something that continues.
No.
So as a young guy, young person, you said we are guys, so I'm calling you also guys. So as a young person, you don't have to stress yourself on certain things. There are so many things nowadays we are stressing ourselves about. I also want to wear this dress. I also want to go this, we call it designer. Those things will surely give you stress. Because you are not working yet to get to that point, but you are stressing yourself to get to that point, which is not going to help you. It's very bad. So if you continue like this, you see that is why some young ones are falling into so many evil things. Some are dealing with drugs, some are dealing with men using their body to get money so they can achieve what they are looking for. It's all destroying their lives. So those ones, I think we create them ourselves. And as Christians, we don't have to let all these things be a stress to us. Because there is time for everything. That is what Bible says. There is time for everything. If the time gets to you, your time is up, you get whatever you are looking for. So now it's only your book stress you should think about, but not other ones that we will be looking for. No. So that's my point. Thank you.
Amen.
I think the positive aspect of the stress is it enables you to take action. For example, you are preparing to write your exams and you are stressful. It helps you to take action. No? Yeah. So the action, the action aspect of making you to take action, I think that would be the positive aspect of stress. In every stressful situation, I think if it's not so bad, for example, maybe it's a marital problem, it will help you to take action. What must I do to overcome this stress? So there's a good and bad aspect of it. Amen.
Amen.
You can talk to somebody, like if you have a good relationship with your parents, you can talk to them, but sometimes our parents doesn't understand us, and I want Nikki to explain.
Say akasa fa youth no omo try exams ne wo stress na ye mothers no so no say sometimes you call about stress more stress ne bi betimi aye sikasem betimi so aye yenya yemma no ne man kiti bi omo ya yempe na so omo sutie bi omo ntie yen betimi ama ya ko stress and also no say na ye be ya e be man kwala na timi atie yen ana se sikasem no ye be let it down from channel my boy and kakra. Amen.
Woman, in stress. I did over, and yet it's a panic. I did go and yet you grass, we've been a more grass. Now, they say, what do I do? We say, I agree with her, and then you come with the weapons to shoot in my emergency city, at the meeting, and I say, if you do know, once the stress not also, I think when I'm in your grab room, that stress not also. They say it to me, tries to get you food, you might be.
Like you say, your near parents back us up. Our GP no more youth, you're like be for now, and like it's about and your stress and quite like be here cause like maybe our own new parents, because I said, our baby, I may station of the go hang, planning to home about or Marco, explosive, our Marco Pesca, and I'll be our moon to many of parents and intimate talk about. Your mobile GP now no map ne obi abekasa about ninia and about stress bibia bit my bibia and with ebia your parents no sometimes like to say bia either so new parents no relationship crowd sometimes so can ebia mun to mean tia from perspective no and ebia like that like advice somebody be ma no a good advice but like to say bia mun tia from point of view na to say they will go through and yeah, money is difficult sometimes. If your maker said your parents know sometimes won't try and put yourselves in our shoes. Now if your moon where kind of melee for our Dutch now when they are empathy with us.
Just a foundation and power movie of a side of a soldier.
Yeah, no more to me my good advice and I'm more help here with if you are going through the amen. And they're not wrong. It's a who bringing it up with their name and their from religion and I said there would they winning from most Christians and you see you say it's no one examples I can't how no betia a betia
Stress, baby, I'm a cancer stress, or you would didn't be a mechanical in my department, I make us. Americana, young penny for no, yes, yeah, for the abandoned grand so far to a man is stress, dear. Moon in the crown, I won't try, say, Mamma may be Mamma Soda. The bear 1 year. No, men some not be my meal with 3 days. See, Miss Dawana joke, men suffering in 3 pajamas and you fail. Miss William Madasso. I feel the addiction is half a 2 days of not the name, I am more.
nti mekɔ no health doctor hɔ mekɔɔyɛ no na ɔmaa me duro sɛ menkɔ no painkiller ɛbɛgyae manom painkiller na bɛyɛ 2 weeks still a me nsa yi afei deɛ kɔa na ɛkɔ soro ɛna ɔma me kɔɔ orthopedy nti mekɔɔyɛ na ɔmohwɛɛ na ɔmo so ɔmohwɛɛ me na ɔmo sɛ yɛ stress nti ɔmo bisaa me sɛ mewɔ problem bi anaa ɛna me sɛ a me maame afiri mu bɛyɛ 2 weeks na ɔsɛ aha ɔsɛ ɛyɛ no ntra na medwene too much na stress no na ma me nsa no ayɛ saa no na stress no etimi ɛda m'akyi ube biara ɔsɛ etimi ɛsɔ wo nan a wotumi wobɛtena hwɛ mu for the rest of your life etimi so ube biara stress no bɛtumi asɔ etimi kɔ na my doctor sɛ ɛyɛ me nsa up till now 1 year ni every 4 months bɛ me kɔ wɔ pan ne wɔ me nsa no me nkɔɔ ɔsɛ ebe take 3 years ansa na akɔ nti me nso mɛsrɛ mo stress no stress deɛ ɛnyɛ nti ma mo mmɔ biara ɛnkɔ stress no stress deɛ ɛnyɛ koraa wae
It's recommend you to drink or do any type of drugs because you're just bringing more physical sickness on yourself and it will not help you, it will not bring you far. So that's
Apart from being like healthy as a Christian, and you are in a group, you are in a class, and people are in that condition, you are stressful, and the advice is to do something to bring down the stress, maybe drink, smoke, urine. You tell that as well. What do you do?
me personally, I say try and convince her to tell what her problem is, or tell her to do something she likes. I always tell people when they have stress, do something you love, do something you like to do. Listen to what calms you down, so that the stress will come low. Yeah. Because that's what I like to do when I have stress.
I want us to young girls, young boys, and get them close to you. And what I want you to do is you are not them. You are different. That is why your doing has to be different. If I'm stressful, let me sing gospel music. It will calm me down. It will help me. It will release me. I will not continue to think of things that are not necessary, but only my good. If I'm tired, let me pray. Let me sing. Let me dance. These things will let you be calm enough. Because I've seen youth in stress not good. And parents, we need to be patient with them when they are in that condition. We don't have to be harsh when they are harsh. We don't have to be questioning when they don't want to talk. Too much question will also push them into that condition. So we have to be very calm, very humble to them, for them to know that this condition in which they are is going to pass away. It's going to pass away, and it surely will. Amen.
Amen. Okay.
Why you stress ah? Ubetimi etie music. Now, the piano culture, you know, you are what you eat. If you listen to the world music, it will lead you to the world. Because music will be a mabono. So the patrono na etue le kutano na ode ebotue oya utietia na elidi utude. So the patrono say alcohol na wanu and ode boya sa. And so many musicians, they are in the occult. So the more you listen to their music now, it also has effect on you. So be careful the music you listen. As man can be and as so far I can. So if you say why you stress gospel, that is how you were being brought up. The entity that they be culture will say you are what you eat. Because they are what you listen now, and then a woman lead you. Yeah?
Amen.
That for example, if you become stressful, you should do what you like best. It is not always that what you like best is it will be a remedy for your situation. Sometimes, for example, as we are talking about worldly songs are not good for us. also the wedding dance. This dance that is in front of we are seeing all over. They have already glorified the devil. The devil knows the person who sang that song and that dance has already glorified the devil. So the devil has already taken control of that dance, and we are bringing such dance into the church on biblical standard. You see, so it's not always what you like best that you should do to minimize or try to subside this, make the stress subside. Amen.
Amen.
That's more the question we are. We say I am not so kind. Me share that yet. Or some kwalani bi wo ho a omo maame stress. So e ho no ase ma ante de ante model say mama ni mo kwalani bi shada. E ma ye maame stress.
Yeah, actually, baby central. Osa, nipa ko na oye therapy no. No ni na kwa kakasa. Ba me say, e di enti e na wo ma me wonte wase, ana wo papa wonte wase. E na obi so kai. Sometimes you know, you to know so and so my parents is so stressed because they won't listen and it pains your heart. And you know, yes, so you're just stressed. I have to see what therapy in hobby now. And what this is very important. Listen to me. Listen. If I corner or house art or now or your therapy, obey you to say, Alice ma for us, Alice magnet. And if you go there, sometimes you don't know how it will lead you. That's why now, no. One more thing, Emraba said, what the 12 years are? You know, you have right on your body. Akola what the 12 years to decide your person or your body be and you wouldn't look baby. Woman me and papa, you don't have to say anything. Keep your mouth shut. And ma akola 12 years in casa. But Mr. Who listen to me. This is I'm serious. Listen, sometimes I am say you listen well. You look what well ma. Nay, I'm serious about it, and it's paining my heart. You listen, crowd, ma, okay.
Yes, stressful.
More handsome, okay. A developer, but not to that much. For those other sukuno, from a 5 and 20 year, then you will come and say to mama, I want to live with you. But when you become 18, you say, I will leave house. And you will go and cause so many chaos. And later, 25 years, you will realize and then you will come back. So be careful. We are always there. Nobody, it's like, yes, you will be in the temple. Umami and I won't give birth to you and hate you. And that's why we are always there to help you guys. Yeah. Then, Nikki, or advising, she's doing the course. That's how she's being brought up. No, I was school. So, on over Casamu, I mean, catch up. Come on, I mean, no, papa. Yeah.
And because we have you at our heart, eh? But Ubakawa, like in some hello.
Hi. No, me papa chome wan some kakra de no me de bia me kasa for experience me mfa ho ne de obi de be kwa na de obi be me kasa se de be ya mo bete enie ma bi ase o se me wo ba panyin e wo ho wa hu me ba panyin no Michelina o na o si so te se mo no na o ni se wi ase ye ne dia who put American passports. That could be that sorry, or father back is all. Come with your life, man. Because we are still saying you know to look for one tea and or coy. Who was Michelina? When was that? About 3 days ago. You didn't come up. Mother, they didn't come up. Or catch Michelina say, Michelina and tea, dear memory day. Ever catch it, no, or you're not being so bad to fear that. Until say or no other would say and rebia a bra will more what drew which I saw a day or free fee swam intimate ceremony make a such a bow may not be near the parliament make a saya manty
but it's true me so no I must say me sua nyama bebree ɛna adwuma wo bitimi yɛ made na mesere na mehwɛ ne sɛ bi ɛso kabira bi mesi na ɛnkade a me ba sɛ no me hu ne sɛ amoa me koraa deɛ na wo kametumi minim sɛ kametumi ayɛ bebree but ɛnam saa deɛ no amoa me nti mesere mo sɛ mo maame mo ka biribi kyerɛ mo a ɔmo anyini kyɛɛ mo ɔmo fa nneɛma mo kyɛɛ mo mumia mo ani na montie deɛ ɔmo yɛ de ɛka kyerɛ mo mo nka sɛ aburokyire ɛyɛ nokora sɛm aburokyire biribi awa but aburokyire biribi anim nti yofo ne nyinaa na meka ka mesrɛ mo moma mo ani na hɔ na yɛde nyame ayɛ yɛ adom mo deɛ nyame ayɛ mo adom me maame ne obi na ɛkɔ asɔre a medi n'akyi na maame bi tie fie wɔkɔ presby ne yɛdi n'akyi yɛkɔ a yɛkɔto nnwom kɛkɛ me maame amfama ankɔ ɔnte sɛ menyini duru baabi so ɔmo ba mo de Awurade adom mo maame te mo de mo yɛ dɛn ɛba nti mesrɛ mo montie deɛ mo maame ne sɛ mo ba mpanyimfoɔ a yɛwɔ dɛm mo ha ɛkasa kyerɛ na momfa bi mmɔ mo bra na menim sɛ wɔ nyame ɛbɛma mo adi yie deɛ mo maame ne mo papa mo antumi anyɛ no Awurade bɛnam mo so ama mo so moatumi ayɛ dɛn ayɛ amen
mo di kan topic right ɛho obi a mo di free a mo di ba amen because em say youth mo asem na yek say you who say the stages from one I'm passing through and never be no so opposite and never be especially which has said I say you who yet me bit my car because my stay be there and then could be a trader Sylvia me one 35 years ago Ames and the woman when I'm a friend of from day one up to university as a way medical doctor Williams and two things can say me near spiritual column. It's like I said, we share across the name because we follow Sylvia be pure Kubia. It's a Patrick, we catch a Patrick. A pure Kubia from school called SK and as in Nam Corregistan, or University Nam Corregistan, or Jimmy PhD Nam Corregistan, but people could be dinner. Now, one thing a woman say, and Colano said, well, in that time, no one for Uncle Sanchez or more. Now, when he, or no crown, winning school. I'm so crowing. You know school, would you have a kind of crown? And you know, with you. Won't you, dear? But I will change the stress. Yes, and yes, I can't be more stressed until no parents, will be pushing, say, you push up into the corner. No, I have to train. Oh, but how many times crying? Yaba cry, ya can't call any person in school. I did go home to school. I did away with school. And not the way I want to. Anytime could be something. Yes, he had could buy a bread. And dear John, if you are Mama, if you are school, say me, school, here we have a tata, you have a one command. I dear one no, or never can hear no. Who say if you are running or more stress? So, was that running more stress? This is a messy by okay. I can't look in the cool Beniza, the one. It's a messy when you might be Nisa, who be my economy. Yeah. Wait, you didn't quit Beniza, the Banner of America. If it is a start to call you, how many trumpets put us all come? You believe me? So that's it. Especially if you go across a mark. Tea free abundant so come. Abundant and also come. So that's it. And as a parent, my own quan that time, not pen. Sylvia, or school, say, Obana say, native fake as I. Because I am not in the casa. You might know we were post school. Who school grow university? We sit to your point best 7 or may fear. We fought to live for friend. What's up? I would step in the museum in that Sylvia. Say, me, but me who be one cooks. I said, what testing is a year in school upon bed 10 or my brother, because Sylvia, you school, course, or a medical doctor. 1 year, 5 good years as an old day, as an old woman. That would to my judge so that I'm a handsome. I'm a handsome. I didn't miss you. That's why I feel my lifetime. Not transmitting. I was about we school for your first or so high dime. Young if you will call you, call you say down the rent in the expenses in the car, lunch day. So it's easy. One was some back. I'm telling you. And the guy said, can I have 5 years? See, o service car dan juice with me to down oko ho na e ja no kwan and oko ye so that say the young parents no ye man kola no say so far what ya say dia they will right say that you control no but not to the extent say especially man you kasa chire so come na your motivation you motivate home say you don't know say we say we school no we say who were ni na ya wodia so na kwe ha ese believe am kola mi hu bibiri okro ana mu hu mi ana bi kro hu mi dance ko no mo do jimbe bi bo ko chi mo mo to de on say that you interview they say onye careful so they say let me encourage you say I don't want to school na say be your holidays your number is number say so the parents who nya wosre na yen kro kon na na especially ma na 1 2 3 no money no come baby omo ni enter forever though they be no say you learn from experience you near your family true be done so obani actually say you see I will check you see min can be music can be amen
Amen. Yeah, but may way so treatment sana easy. Go through nose bleeding any say bia yenya ejashi ana debe anasa obi pass out to say bia na yefra eya wa hasisia and to say insect be kaya say insect do ho amoye dangerous nti etiminya allergic reaction na amawo ma change and on your maybe or system ni maybe change and I afraid be helping without harm maybe explain niya fast kaka say kind of but with nose bleeding it go out of nowhere and spontaneous now nose need bleeding it go high with say be around there dry it be a fair ramming no see sun higher na from they will from and heat never feel say and from an air too drier it's me cause my nose no dry it's not be easy be now nose need bleeding until they wait my help with nose bleeding they say mostly we just gonna be mostly better say we say and I also no way say but correct way and so best song me baby a yes soft no why and say no why to tear ba form no why what holding the best at 10 minutes 10 minutes no what you say 10 minutes no we say na we are mostly be obi better say or call her and I say or the tissue yes say we jar but after 20 minutes saying jaya no ubet my friend GP no catch them say be a say na consult maybe a mama appointment no waba and I with brand one yemfa say o no aduane na ejahyewa na say oyo ehwegu nsaswa ubet me de on sa share nsuo share na sorry
why stress ana
sorry
why stress
ubet me de on nsuo new pa the dead o de salvation nsuo the dead na say for yemfa say 5 minutes but o de on sasha say so making sure say nsuo no engu ekuro no so straight say timima bie na skin no ebeye irritate kakra enti eno so bia ye aduane ana say ejahye a ewo fiade betima amen ena insect bite ye tuntum for mostly me dream see and take walk ewo abonten ana say wo park ni bisa but yan fa say bia wo kwa abonten na bibi kawa na ye bia unusual na bia ma wani eye kese na ma wani hunu na wo we out of breath enye good sign na sesa wo ni GP ni enya contact and I say ye wo bi mo bi ye e wo Ghana ye mo wo knamine yeah some more take a bait until your friend take e wo nailance until say eno wo abonten na bi kawa sa and try say obey you at the moment na ukofie na bia wunya pinset no dia baby e won no dia try say obey say quite say so go straight to GP no say call system ni ma ye free bibi e wo bibi e wo adwuma e wo adwuma yare kakanti say eno sabua na full system ni ma it make us ma oh yes bibi e wo adwuma amen your friend be helping without harm. You ever say what situation maybe who are around that will be maybe as so friend 112 as so making sure so who or file or safe environment and so now wait to help you be always. You ever say car or as so we jam back so every time be as so making sure so we are safe and so wait to help you until as so we stay calm na ebi our friend 112 and I ever seen pakon or accident and I accident miss out try say movie people no as I say ujino at baby or than no friend 112 from anytime your mobile or steps and I the as I bet my helping pakon. Amen.
And I thought first aid box and the fee. So we are to visit Piana. Basic things in Yankee. First aid box, maybe just if you do €5. As a multi could talk and near my bear 20, 10 free Monday call home. And I'm most parents here stress. So basic things where they say Munya fee. So first aid box. And said I'm friend with deep in this animal. There are some Neman Kitty who be prayer, be a show. So be a view. I said Mussolini na. And young mamma is so good to be so good. Most of the money you young colleague. Mum age and one cry, yes, I have many to 18, 17. I'm telling you, nay, 2 coin. Indeed, I said, Mum, Sunday man can take it. You from Oban. I don't know. I'm not going to go in. Let me, mamma. He said from Monday going. Which can no more put money now, which is who cost shop and check fast and name. I'm out of faith, not a bit so not what they bought and mamma. I'm so much one man can someone. Amen.
When we are eating, like we like to do about choking. When we are eating, we like to talk and have a talk while we're eating. So I want to show something what you can do when somebody is choking around you. Do somebody want to be stand here to for me to show?
Yes, I'll come.
Oh,
Let them go so that
The person is still stable and not unconscious. You put a person like this. You hold them with your hand here, and then right here in the middle, with the palm of your hand, you hit here upwards 5 times. And after 5 times, if that doesn't work, turn the person around with your fist like this. You go up here in the middle of your stomach and your chest. There is a soft spot inside here. You go there with your fist and you push like very hard. Push it out. And then if that doesn't work, because of the choking, you can't get air through your lungs and stuff. So the person will unfortunately be unconscious. So at that time, the first thing you have to do is find somebody to call 911 for you. Hey, sorry. Say English, the America. Sorry. And then the CPR.
Those those motions to the stomach, right? Okay. Can I ask you, how are you supposed to do that with a woman that's pregnant?
And you cry because my sister, yes, long so now. You did it for me.
Different lungs, different lungs.
And I'm
Smoke that.
and then I did it for me.
Yeah, stop that.
You understand what I'm
Esophagus.
yeah, from choir.
Yeah, esophagus, right?
This website we could in front for the food. And when you're talking, you have some clips that open and clap in your throat. And when you're talking, it goes up and down so that you can breathe through it. And when you're eating, once you swallow your food, the clips close, and if you're talking while you're eating, it doesn't know what to do, so it goes open and close, and then your food enters your lungs, and that's when you're choking.
Na afei wa wo ho eto ho nti na ye didi a ma ye kasa point no good amen
Yeah, and say now, what the Wahasi now, what the bed say, Sabay piano, yes, I me put free no about.
Who na pempem?
Oh, there be.
Africa.
Sometimes I'm moody dear. You see, you put that telephone, need it in neck, but sometimes so catch some concentrator, they think we are outbet. I said we are I used to be BSc and say, oh, Mama help me, Papa help me. Yeah, it's things are I say at least Musia. I say be our friends, they be a better and some meeting. And some would see my parents by me say, all the thing be I made myself here example say, maintain my parents. Cabana, it doesn't mean and answer my brother. Because school I'm a queen, there were hardly criminal, bad friends over there. But because of my parents can meet him, when me call Ghana, sometimes my colleagues will be friend with dad. And I say, you are not my dad. And I said, yeah, I'm not your dad. And yeah, if you try me, me see if you parents, they bring about them, they bring ooh. The only thing I said, so I had a place of opportunity. Two things. Either say, you better with ye and I saw border. That's for the person border man.
They'll help you.
Yeah, you better go out. Walk police station on now. Don't say junkie for now, since I cook cry na yeah, mamma na amon. But so, okay, say in future, open say, we are medical officer, open so we are engineer, we are. Now, what's your parents? It will help you. After we know, we will say, friends be at school. No? They were fully around when they see you are because you said something front, then you went towards it. Some bit same parents. If you a time will come out, your parents will not be there. Now it's too late. But right now, my mother is gone, my father is gone. But advice I hear the mom, no. First, 6 o'clock, I'm there, not me reading books. Because other friends, no, you see them, I'm more club, I'm more smoke, I'm more other things, but I don't enjoy them. And some by now, maybe I mean, yeah. It is a movie team parents. It's a very key, education is a key to success. Obo ha we did best 70 but not that we go school. But I must say, here Ghana, Obo ha mouse a fan mouse but on who be that. But aha, a school be a TV or your choice a beer a ponchini. Uso and then walk with that. Now, Busan Ghana for say, for him a you cry TV playing in there. Opo Ghana. But I have opportunity to her. Sometimes I am me who say Obo ha. And we use a beer one coast school, ya won't have not or yet, your friend say, if you are cleaning and now we are don't say that person is useless. Excuse me to say, yeah, will have partner win to me in life. We are useless. And yeah,
Amen. Amen. And I want to say,